Hey you guys, it's Peter, and welcome to my channel Peterisms, where I tell stories of my life and just little things that I have learned as I have grown into the person that I am today. And I brought both of the Melody Beatty books with me today, but I'm going to start with The Language of Letting Go because I really like the title of the meditation in here today. It's about self-criticism. So let's, which I think is something that's always good to talk about. All right, so let's get right into this meditation. November 26th. Letting go of self-criticism. Look how far we've come. It's good to focus on the task ahead, on what remains to be done. It's important to stop and feel pleased about what we've accomplished too. Yes, it may seem that the change has been slow. At times, change is grueling. Yes, we've taken steps backward, but we're right where we're supposed to be. We're right where we need to be. And we have come so far. Sometimes by leaps, sometimes with tiny steps, sometimes kicking and screaming all the while, sometimes with sleeves rolled up and white knuckles. We've learned, grown, changed. Look how far we've come. Today I will appreciate my progress. I will let myself feel good about what has been accomplished. And I really, really like this meditation. I think, so often in life, we are so hard on ourselves, so critical, as it's talking about, right? And, I've talked about this on here before, but I'm such a big list maker. And I'm always keeping lists of things I want to get done in November, lists of things to do this week, lists of things to do today, right? And, when I used to work in treatment, I would have a notepad that I kept every single day. And so before I left work the night before, I would write down the next day. So today is Saturday. So let's say if I was going into work on Sunday, I would write down at the top of my list Sunday and the date, and then I would underline it. Very official. It had to be very, very official. And then I would put one, and it had to it had to be, you guys, I was very specific on this. I was actually thinking about this last night because I was like, you know what? I think to get more stuff done around the house, it would be great for me to have, start using legal pads again. Somebody sent me legal pads a while ago, and I bought a clipboard because I always would put it on a clipboard. But anyway, I would put one and then all these things I had to do, right? And then at the end of the day, and as I got them done throughout the day, I would highlight them. I always carried a pen and a highlighter with me, and I would highlight through them. And then at the end of the day, let's say if there were 4 things left on my list, those 4 things went on the list for the next day. And I didn't beat myself up about the 4 things I didn't get done. I wasn't super critical of myself, God, you didn't get anything done today, I allowed myself to kind of just let go and stop. And I think that whole process of, just going forward, I want to show you something. I have my phone right here. It's interesting because, hold on a second. I already have my list. Here it is. You can see my list for Monday. Okay. I already have it all pulled up and, all the things that I have to do on here. Right. And so for me, making the list kind of allows me to just enjoy my weekend a little bit. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's I already have my list for Monday, so I know going into the week, I know what things I need to do, and so I'm able just to kind of enjoy my weekend and watch my shows and, eat dinner and all that kind of stuff, right? And so it allows me to do that, and I think that back in the day, making the list and then setting it, on my desk and walking away for the night allowed me to mentally clock out, I think the other thing is, I think it's really important for us, I think especially if we're talking about people that are in recovery, I think, we're people that are built on looking at the glass as half empty instead of half full. And so we're always very critical of ourselves. We're always looking at what we didn't do, what we could have done more of, what we could have done better, all that kind of stuff. I know I am. I know I do that, in my own life. And it's oh, I could have done this. If I filmed 2 videos, it's I could have filmed 6 videos. I've had to really let go of that, I've had to really, really let go of that. And I have to tell you, one of the things that's happened in the last couple months, especially since returning to YouTube, is Like today, like I just filmed a drama video and I'm getting ready. I'm like saving my vlog for late. So I'm going to sit right here in this chair and I'm going to film it all cozy. And, but I was like, you know, I haven't filmed a Peterisms video in a couple days and like the camera's, the ring light's still up, you know, so I'll film a Peterisms video. I might film a review video. I don't know. My husband's gone for the night. So it's like, I don't have really any rush to get to anything, to do anything, you know? And but let's say if tomorrow I wake up and I don't really want to do anything, I don't pressure myself to feel bad about that anymore, you know? And back in the day I did. And it wasn't just with making videos. Like whenever I say that, I always kind of get worried that people will take it the wrong way and be like, oh, well, you know, whatever. But it wasn't just with making videos. It was with whatever. It was like with cleaning out a closet or cleaning out a cabinet or whatever. And it was like, if I didn't do this and I didn't do that and I didn't get all these things done, it was like, I almost kind of like drove myself to this point of like, feeling pretty like manic on a daily basis, you know? And one of the things that my best friend has like commented about me like recently is she's like, you are so calm and peaceful anymore. I mean, she's really kind of commented, I would say, on it like the last 6 months, last 6 months to a year. But she's said, you know, you're so calm and peaceful anymore. I just don't really get my feathers ruffled for a whole lot. I mean, it really takes a lot for me to allow myself to get real bothered by stuff, you know? I also allow myself to feel good about the things that I do. I like, and this is gonna sound corny, and I know somebody out there is gonna be like, oh, that is so cheesy, but like, I just cleaned out the coffee mugs in my kitchen so that I would, like, they'd all be organized, and I got rid of a bunch of coffee mugs. I talked about it on my vlog. And so Alex had been in Miami for the weekend, and when he came home, like we were just like talking, and he was telling me about his trip and stuff like that. And I said, can I show you something? And he was like, yeah, because he was so tired of all the coffee mugs. And so like I opened the cabinet, he was like, oh my God, it looks so nice. I was like, and there's room for me to buy. He was like, no, we don't need more coffee mugs. But I was so excited about it, you know? And I think that's it. It's like you have to allow yourself. It's like, you know, one of the things is that I love like making the front porch beautiful for like fall and summer and winter at Christmas time and things like that. And so it's kind of like this labor of love that I love to do that, you know, and it's not just about the decorating to me. It's about the, you know, making it look aesthetically pretty and pleasing, because I like to sit out there. I like to pull up. I mean, I love to like pull up to our house and be like, oh, it looks so pretty. I know that that's cheesy, but I think it's about that as well. And it's about enjoying the things that you do, you know. I remember back in the day, so I took a lot of art classes in college and in high school. I thought I was going to be the artist of the world until I realized one day I wasn't very artistically inclined. But you do you. Like, I hate, you know, killing people's dreams. So if you want to be an artist, be an artist. But I woke up one day and I realized I really had a hard time even drawing my hand, and that was like drawing one that we had to do that. Do you guys remember that, where you have to like draw your hand? Anyway, I used to have this huge, what do you call it, portfolio that I had to carry in the winter and in the snow. But you know, I have this, now I've kind of like forgotten what I was going to say. What was I going to say? Shoot, now I can't remember. Something about my art class. What was I going to say about my art class? Darn it. This was going to be such a good point to my video too. If I rewind it, I'll be able to find out what I was going to say. But it was something about my art class. It was something that my teacher said to me back in my art class days. I can't remember. Hold on a second. Okay, I don't know how I remember this from what I just watched, but I did remember what I wanted to say. Okay, so I took a lot of art classes in high school and college. Like I said, I'm sure that doesn't surprise people. Anyway, I had this fantastically cool teacher, and when I was taking these drawing classes, and she was very hippie-ish, and her name was Suzanne, and I absolutely loved her. And I still think about her from time to time. She really had a profound effect on myself and who I became in life and who I was at that time. And she's probably one of the main people in my life that really made me question a lot of things about myself. And I don't know where she is today, but I absolutely adore her. And she really affected me in a positive way. But anyway, one of the things that I remember her talking about was the documentary about Woodstock. And that in the documentary Woodstock, there's a guy that's cleaning out like the toilets, right? And that they show him, and that he's almost a very kind of like, there's like this weird kind of like, I can remember her talking about it, like almost kind of like there's like this Zen quality to it about it, right? And he says something to the effect of like, I don't remember it, and I remember she brought it in and showed it to us, but it was like, if you're gonna do something in life, do something and love what you're doing, because you're doing it anyway, right? And I think that's the thing. There's so many of us in life that have to like mow the lawn, or, you know, clean out a closet, or go to a job that we don't necessarily like, or work with people that we don't necessarily love. But it's maybe about finding something in that we love, because if we don't, we have to do it anyway, right? Like, we're going there anyway. We're mowing the lawn anyway. You might as well enjoy what you're doing. And I just remember seeing this guy, and there was like such a peace about him, right? That he, even though, I mean, you talk about cleaning out toilets at Woodstock, right? And he just really took pride in what he was doing. And then there was this overwhelming peace about him, you know, and like I said, like and a pride in what he was doing, and I think that's part of it too. And I think it's about not beating yourself up about wherever you're at in your world right now, and being like, you know, I mean, I love the saying in the meditation. Hold on a second, because this is something that we say all the time in recovery, that you're exactly where you need to be, but where it says, yes, we've taken steps backward, but we're right where we're supposed to be. We're right where we need to be. And, you know, I have had so many people in recovery say that to me at times. I've said that to so many people in recovery at times. It's like, wherever you are right now in your life, don't question it. You're exactly where you're supposed to be right now in your life. I know it doesn't seem that way. I know that there are so many of you out there that are questioning, like, why is this going on in my life? What is happening? What's going on? Like, you know, whatever. But like, wherever you are in your life today is exactly where you're supposed to be. And you're going to grow, and you're going to put one foot in front of the other, and you're going to learn from this. And I love you guys. Let me know what you think about all that in the comment section below. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.